It's been more than 2 years since COVID-19 started, and our society has changed dramatically since then. Social distancing and wearing a face mask or a face shield are some of the things that we usually do nowadays because of this pandemic. Then, a lot of people are also affected, especially their jobs and the studies of the learners, because it turned out to be online academic learning, which the learners cannot easily adjust to, such as lack of appropriate gadgets, technical issues, and an ability to easily understand or focus in their studies as a result of extensive distraction and a variety of other factors that may affect their academic subject. However, recently, we greatly received a news from our newly elected president, Mr. Bongbong Marcos, about returning to face-to-face classes this coming November 2022, in which it also stated that all children are encouraged to be vaccinated when entering a face-to-face class. The feedback of the people is not always the same. Some of them do not agree while the others do. But if I were asked why I would choose, I would go for the requirement that all children must be vaccinated. It's because I do believe that vaccines are one of the main keys to avoiding spreading viruses, and they're truly tested by expert doctors who say that provide a high degree of protection against getting seriously ill and dying from the illness. Some people say that vaccines are dangerous for our health and are not effective, especially for the children. But it's still necessary for us to trust in our own government, since it took a lot of time and effort to find the right ways to solve the rampant problem in our society. Even though there are a lot of challenges aside from COVID-19, they are still monitoring the number of cases, securing the safety of Filipino, and most importantly, freely giving vaccines that are from different countries, which is one of the examples that they did. That's why I am so very honored to have a good governance here in our society. Aside from that, if the vaccine was going to cause serious health problems, the government would never require it. So, requiring vaccinated students in the upcoming back to normal class is a good idea for me, since the face-to-face class consists of in-person social interaction among other people, in which the students have high possibility of exposing themselves in COVID-19. So with the help of vaccines, the learners will be able to go back to the traditional learning system, which is truly missed by the learners. Because face-to-face education is the best type of education where the learners gain from socialization with the peers and interaction with teachers. It allows the students to understand immediately and reduce potential stress. As stated by the Association of Talent Development 2016, one of the most important aspects of the learning process is the dynamic relationship shared by a student with his or her peers and the teachers, which is abundant when done face to face. In addition, encouraging getting vaccinated is a helpful way because you'll protect others and you protect yourself too, in which the chance of diseases spreading among family members, schoolmates, or co-workers, friends, neighbors, and other members of the community is decreased by vaccination, which also protects our around us who are susceptible to the diseases. Vaccination is one of the most important things that we can do to protect ourselves against COVID-19 and the other new variants emerging. Furthermore, if people are unable to be vaccinated due to medical reasons or because they are too young, they might also be safe since they are surrounded by vaccinated people. The disease will be less likely to spread in the school, community, or any other workplace. Even though it's not easy for us to start because of the different opinions, beliefs, we should think it carefully that without medication, we cannot slowly get back to our normal lives, especially the education of children, where it's really important part of our lives that no one could deny how important it is, particularly in our generation nowadays. Moreover, no matter what happens or crisis that will come in our society, education should never stop and think of a way to continue it because this will be for the betterment of our future lives. So overall, the vaccine is extremely beneficial for upcoming face-to-face classes, as it will prevent the student from contracting viruses. Aside from that, we can still certainly overcome the challenges that we're facing right now if we can take action and have unity with each other. So as long as we know how to cooperate, listen, and fulfill our responsibilities, we still have a chance to rise again. In other words, let us ourselves be vaccinated in order to have a safer society to live in.